Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Car Mechanic Simulator. Today I'm going to be restoring this beautiful R34 GTR and it is an absolute mess. It's a mess. It's missing almost everything. So it's going to be quite the project to get this thing looking good, but man am I excited to get this done. I kind of looked ahead and I see that there's quite a few options of things that we could do to this car modification-wise, so we'll get into that towards the end of the episode once we get all the mechanical stuff situated. We got a nice engine here that's kind of together, somewhat, for the most part. I mean, it's not really, but somewhat. And also, in my spare time, I went and found the two other mods I had installed, and I'm super excited about both of these. So, I honestly really want to do the Focus, but I said I was going to do the R34 next, and I know a lot of people were excited about that, but I also found an NA Miata. Look at this thing. It is also a mess. It is absolutely destroyed, but this would be really cool to restore, and of course, the Ford Focus RS, which is just obliterated. Like, I don't even know how this could get this much rust with it being as new as it is. But it is pretty destroyed. I mean, look at the engine. It's practically gone. Pretty much nothing left to it. So, both of these I definitely want to restore. But I want to hear what you guys want to see first. Would you rather have me do the NA Miata next? Or would you rather have me do the Ford Focus RS next? I would personally pick the Ford Focus. And I don't know how many people really care about Miatas. I do. I really like them. I own both of these cars in real life, so I'm down to do either or. Like, they both look amazing, and they both need some major TLC. So, but what we're going to do today is we're going to focus on the R34. That's what I said we were going to do last time, so that's what we're going to do this time. So, let's go ahead and start the project. I mean, like we do every time, we're going to pull the wheels off, and then I'll pull the motor, and we'll see how much of the motor we actually have, because I'm really not sure. We also probably are going to get ourselves a new set of wheels, just because, I mean, they're all right. They're not bad, but I think we could find a better set that fit this car a little bit better. And I know I was getting a lot of suggestions about the R34. A lot of people wanted me to make it the Fast and Furious paint scheme, like Paul Walker's, you know, the gray with the blue. If I can do that, I might do that. I really don't know if that's an option, but I'm going to see if I can. If I can't, I'm just going to do it how I would do it if I had a R34. Which I would absolutely love, but I also don't want to own a car that if I ever drove would just get crushed. Maybe in the future. What year are these legal? 2025 or something like that? 2025. I mean, we've got some time. We've got some time before you're going to be able to drive these on the street. You can definitely get your hands on one. I've looked into it. You can definitely do that. But it's too sketch. I don't want to own a car that you just can't do anything with. All right, so we pulled the motor. We're going to go ahead and put it up on the stand over here. And let's take a look at this thing and see what we're missing. We're missing a lot. We are missing quite a bit of this motor, which is unfortunate, but we'll deal with that later. What we're going to do is let's finish stripping the engine bay here and taking out anything that we might not need. Is there not a battery? Or is it in the back? The battery's in the back. Okay. That's fine. We can do that. We can deal with that. Can I access it from the trunk? Oh, I can. Very nice. Oh. There we go. Okay. We'll go ahead and throw this on the charger now. Since, you know, we'll forget about it if we don't otherwise. Just go ahead and close that. And let's just start ripping out the suspension, I guess. I mean, that's the next thing to do. I kind of, like I said, I have a system of how I do things. And ripping out the suspension. Ooh, this is a complex suspension setup it's got. Ooh, okay. All right, well, this is definitely going to need a lot of parts to complete because, my God, it's pretty complex. Well, it is all-wheel drive, I believe. No, wait. Look at the front setup. Yes, okay, yep, it is all-wheel drive, right, yeah. I thought so. I was doubting myself for a second. I was like, wait, is it all-wheel drive? Yes, it is all-wheel drive. So, yeah, we're just gonna do what we normally do. Hopefully, we can salvage a good amount of these components. There's gonna be some things, obviously, like you've seen before, that we're not gonna be able to salvage. Like a lot of the rubber bushings, and I believe all these springs and all that stuff are just gonna have to go straight in the trash. But we're gonna see what we can get away with, because there's a lot of pieces here, and I would really, really hate to have to spend a lot of money getting all these pieces replaced with new ones. And hopefully we can restore them. Because, yeah, it's looking complex. So, yeah, I looked a little bit at some of the things that we could do modification-wise to this car, and it does look like it has quite a few options. I'm really interested in seeing how some of the things are going to work and fit on this car. I really don't know. And also because it is a Skyline, and I would love to own one of these in real life, and if I was going through the cost of refurbishing one of these, if it was this junked, which I don't know why anybody would pick one up as junked as this one is, but if I were to get one like this, I would spend the money and get the performance parts put in it and just modify it then and there. Then you're getting a brand new modified car. It's like, why not? So that's what we're gonna do, is we're gonna spend the money and we're gonna get upgraded engine components and upgraded probably the fuel pump, and I believe that's about it. You can't really do much suspension wise. So we're gonna do all that, get this car as fast as we can get it, and then if we can, maybe even try to take it to the I believe there's a speed. Oh wait, I don't know if I have access to the speed track. I should probably get the DLC to get access to the speed track so we can do that. I don't know if it's only going to allow... It's the Pagani DLC, which is kind of interests me. Honestly, like, restoring a Pagani would be fucking insane. Not really sure if they would come as messed up as this car, or as most of these cars are, but that would be cool if it did. Again, it wouldn't make sense, because those are super expensive cars, and they don't have, like... they're not very old, so why they would be as rusted and junked doesn't make sense to me. But then again, like the Ford Focus over there, I could see a Miata being messed up, like the NA Miata back there. I could see that being messed up, just because they can get old. The first NA Miata came out in 1989, so yeah, I could see it being an older model and just messed up. The Focus, no, I don't. That doesn't make sense. I don't know why that thing is as junked as it is. I don't think anybody could try to junk a car more than that one is junked. Like, you could probably rust it if you like threw. I don't know. I don't want to speculate on what happened to that car, but it's messed up. So, and I would definitely love to make my car in this game and try to replicate the color. That's the only thing that it would have to be right, is I would have to replicate that color. And that's a tall order. That's a tall thing to do, because that color is very unique. Okay. So we got all the components off of it. Let's go and just remove this door. I'm going to go and remove the interior. Get rid of the front seat and the steering wheel. And let's just finish ripping this thing apart. I'm really glad you guys are enjoying this series as much as I am, because honestly, like, in my spare time, this is what I would do. And I played this game for a good amount of time. Like, I really just enjoy doing this. I enjoy taking a car that looks absolutely junked and terrible and turning it into something that actually looks really, really good. And I'm glad you guys are enjoying it too, because it makes it that much better. So now I can play this game a lot more, which I really, really do enjoy playing. I think that's it. I think there's nothing else to remove. Nope. There's nothing else. Okay, all right. Well, let's go ahead and take the battery off. Why not? And let's get the welder. Move that over to lift C. And we'll also move over the interior cleaning kit. And let's go ahead and have the magical snap crackle and pop thing of just spending 1,000 and boom, and it's done. Looking better already. Look at that. It actually looks like it has a body. Now let's look at the interior. The interior actually isn't bad, surprisingly. Let's see how much better it can get. I'm going to try to see if you can see it in the background there. $100 and bam. It's shinier. Yeah, it's shinier. The interior wasn't bad, to be honest. Really wasn't. I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to put the interior together now. Just so we can... what we need is... I'm assuming this is what we need. Seat 11 Fabric A is what we took out of this. And then the steering wheel... We had steering wheel 8. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy those parts. We can do that now. So that way we can just get the interior done and over with now and not have to worry about it later. I believe, I don't know, is there a back seat? There might be a back seat. I'm not sure. We'll double check that before we finish up here. Let's see. So seat 9... Seat 8. Where the hell is seat 11? I don't know where it is. We might have to go with a different option. Unless it's all the way up here. No. Is it around here? Seat 1. Okay, seat 10. Seat 11. There we go. Okay, so fabric A, fabric B, leather A, leather B, leather C, leather D. Ooh, I really like leather D. That one's actually really nice. Let's do that. We're going to do 2 of these. And then let's get a steering wheel. Might change it. I don't know. Let's see what we can do. That's the one it had in it. Honestly, that's probably the one I'm going to put back in. I think it just fits the car. I don't really like the flat bottoms. Flat bottom steering wheels are a little weird to me. So we're just going to go ahead and order ourselves the same wheel. And we'll also double check if there is no back seat. So that's actually really nice. All right. Put in the brand new seats. There we go. New wheel. Interior's looking good already. That wheel looks massive. Let's just sit in it for a second. Ooh. Fancy. Right-hand drive. Very interesting. Very different. It's looking good already. All right. Cool. Cool. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to tear down the engine real quick, or what's left of the engine. There's really not much. And then we're going to spend the time and go through and restore all the possible parts that we can restore. And then we'll see what we're really going to need to be spending a lot of money on. I already know that we're going to be buying a good amount of engine components just because, 1, we're missing a ton. And 2, I want to do upgraded components as well. So, we're going to be spending a good amount of money on the engine, which is fine. I mean, it's a Skyline. You know, why wouldn't you spend money on it? Makes sense. All right, let's pull the head. There we go. Alrighty. Let's see if we got a pan on this thing. Let's pull the water pump while we're right here. Almost forgot about that. And let's flip this thing over so we can pull the pan. And it doesn't have a pan. Okay. All right. Cool. Any rod caps? No. Okay. Well, let's just pull the pistons out then. Since apparently it just has no rod caps. I mean, it has no pan, so it kind of makes sense. And we'll pull the block. There we go. Okay. So, the car is completely stripped. The engine's completely stripped down. Now it's time to head over to the repair bench. And we're going to fix up the parts real quick. I always cut this out just because it's just boring and the noise. I don't like the noises it makes, and I'm assuming other people don't either. So I'm just going to quickly do this. I'm going to pull the old wheels, the old rims off or the old tires off the old rims, restore those. I might end up getting new ones anyway, but might as well just restore them and have them around just in case we do decide to go with the same. So I'm going to do all that, and we'll be right back. All right. So we are done. Let's go ahead and get the process of putting the motor back together and seeing what parts we're going to end up needing to buy. And before we do that, we're going to double check. I went ahead and I did the wheels and tires too. I'm not going to show you what wheels I got just yet, but you will see when they get put on the car. Where am I trying to go? I'm trying to go here. Nope, I'm not trying to go here. I'm trying to go to the tune shop to see if they have a crankshaft, which I don't believe they do. They don't. Okay, we're fine then. All right, let's go ahead and slap this crankshaft in. We need the crankshaft bearing caps, 5 of them. But while we're in the tune shop, let's go ahead and get some pistons. Just standard pistons. We need 6 of them. 6 pistons, please. And then we're going to need to get some piston rings. Oop, help if I spell it properly. Piston rings. 6 of them. We're going to need some, let's just do cap, because we're going to need 6 rod caps since this didn't have any. And crankshaft bearing cap. We're going to need 5 of these. We're going to need a oil pan for an i6. Oil pan for an i6. There you are. We're also going to need a fuel filter for an i6. There you are. Anything else I can think of? Not yet. I don't want to jump too far ahead and miss some things. I just want to get the bottom end of this engine together so that way I can flip her back over and start working on the top. I don't know if we fully or successfully repaired the head, but we're going to see in a second here. Let's flip around to this side, and let's put the pistons in. There we go. Put the pistons in real quick. As quick as we can, because this game loves menus. Oops. Trying to turn the camera, and I totally hit the wrong button. Oh. Okay. So, let's put the rod caps on them. And then we'll finish this real quick. We'll put the oil pan on, and we'll flip her back around here. And then, yeah, I don't know if we repaired the head, but we're probably going to end up having to buy a performance one anyway, so I'm not too concerned about that. Really interested in seeing what kind of horsepower this thing's going to get. There we go. Nice. Very nice. Button it up. We'll put the filter on while we're here. And let's get it facing the right way. Okay. So, we got somewhat of the block back together. Engine heads. We did repair it successfully, but we're more than likely just going to go ahead and replace it with a performance engine head. Standard i6 engine head performance. Gives us 10 extra horsepower. Ooh, fancy. Very fancy. Yeah, I'm really interested in seeing what kind of horsepower this thing makes. I'm also interested in seeing what kind of horsepower this thing claim it makes from factory. Because the dyno will tell us that. Camshafts, we do have both of those, but I believe we can get ourselves some good ones here. There we go. Alright, performance camshafts. They don't have performance cam gears, which is fine. Water pump i6. Doubt they have a performance one. They don't. Okay. And I believe I still have a bunch of... Oh, no, I don't have a performance alternator, unfortunately. So we'll go ahead and pick one up. No problems. Slap that on. And we'll go ahead and put the water pump on since they don't have a performance one. And let's get ourselves some cam gears. Oh, real quick, before we do that, we're going to need a water pump pulley, eh? Yep, we are. All right. Well, I kind of wish it was a little bit easier to go through between the two menus of the mod shop and the custom shop, like the performance parts. I kind of wish it was all just in one, you know? Like, just make it easy. Just put it all in one. It would be so much better. Okay, and then we're going to need to get camshaft caps for an i6, and we're going to need to get, what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 of them. Jesus. Okay, so camshaft caps, 14 of them. Jesus, this is a lot. 14 of them. Another thing that I kind of wish this game would allow you to do is I kind of wish you could paint cars, kind of wish you could paint wheels. That's one thing about the wheels that I got is they would look better black, but then again, in my opinion, just black rims in general, like just wheels in black always look better. You can have 2 set of the same wheels and the ones in black, in my opinion, will always just look better. So I really wish you could paint wheels. They did make an update to this game the other day where we can now do a performance transmission, which is really nice. So we'll definitely put a performance transmission in this car for sure. I just wish that there was a little bit more in terms of like the actual like appearance. Just, yeah, being able to paint the wheels and stuff like that would be really cool. Yeah, just little things like that. Also, my buddy, before I get into this story, let's just see what else we're going to need real quick. So we're going to need spark plugs. We'll need 6 of them. Fuel filter, which are performance, and then we'll need a timing chain. So let's go ahead and get the timing chain now since we're in this. Timing chain I6. And then let's go over here to the performance shop. And we'll do spark plugs. Let's do 6 of them. And then we'll also do a fuel filter. And I don't know if I'm going to need a pump, but I'm going to go ahead and buy one anyway. I might already have one, so that might be redundant. But I feel like it's not bad to have another one. I'm going to need it at some point. So, might as well just get it. Even if we have a spare, whatever. We got it. Okay. So, let's go ahead and just slap the fuel filter real quick, even though it's hanging on to nothing. It's not very legit. But hey, it works. It works. Center up the camera a little bit too. Kind of, yeah, there's the cameras, I get why it is the way it is. And it's just, it's not the greatest. Oh, I don't have an engine head cover. Really? Okay. Engine head cover for a i6. Engine head cover i6. Boom. It'd also be nice to be able to have like some colored engine head covers and stuff like that, like red or, you know, I don't know. Just a little bit more in terms of like just visual mods would be nice. Because these custom cars, you actually get a good amount of visual mods that you can do to the cars. But the stock ones, you don't really get too much. Like when the game first came out, they didn't allow you to change any of the wheels or anything like that. They finally gave you that option, but it's still just, it's pretty limited. I don't have a crankshaft pulley, and I'm going to need to get a distributor. So let's get the crankshaft pulley i6. Then we're going to switch over to the performance shop because we're going to need to get ignition distributor. I believe I might already have a rotor, so we're not going to purchase that just yet. Let's go ahead and just see if we do. I don't know if we do. We do not. We have stock ones. Okay. All right, so we'll get ourselves a rotor, and we'll get ourselves a cap, because I know I don't have an i6 cap. There we go. Oh, we're going to need the clips, too, of course. Goddamn clips. Ignition wires, i6, since we're already here. Go ahead and slap those on. Those look really good in red. And then we'll also need, let me just, serpentine belt B and A. We'll need those too. So let's swap over here. We'll get clip B, I believe it was. Was it clip B? I think it was clip B. And then serpentine belt A I6 and serpentine belt B I6. You always need an A and a B. Put these little clips on because believe it or not, if you don't, they won't let you drive the car. I've had that issue where they're like, you're missing clip B, and it's like, good God, what is that even? Okay. That's it? That's it for the front of the motor. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. We're going to wait to put the flywheel on till the engine's in the car. All right, so we need 3 carburetor 2-barrel side drafts. Interesting. Carburetor? Okay. Oop, Jesus. Come on. All right, so we're going to need 3 of these. Carburetor. That's... I wouldn't have thought that. Wouldn't have thought this car's carbureted. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. It doesn't... I don't know. This seems wrong. But then again, this is just technically a stock motor in the game, so they probably just had to pick, you know, whichever one... Oop, not 4 of them. whichever one worked in this engine bay. So it is what it is. There we go. That's looking real good. Those shiny parts on that. Oh, it just looks amazing. And it's done. It's a very simplistic motor. Really not much to it. Very, very simplistic. Exhaust manifold isn't in yet. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's done. Motor's done. So now, before we put the motor in, let's just real quick, let's just kind of put the engine bay back together if we can. ABS pump we do not have the module, and I don't believe we have a radiator. Okay, so we're going to need an ABS module. There we go, and a radiator A. There we go. Put these suckers in here. That way we can get the engine bay all done and together, so we don't have to worry about it later. Radiator fan housing B, and then, oh, this is where things get fun. Radiator fan housing B, and then fan housing B fan 1 and fan housing B fan 2. What a mouthful. There we go. Okay. I don't see anything else in here that we will need to do. We're just going to go to the back real quick. I'll throw the battery in the car. Then let's go ahead and raise her up. So, there's going to be some things I'm going to need to buy for sure, like you do every single time. Although, this setup is a little bit different from what I am used to. Because most of the time we did already have a modified pump. We have 3 modified pumps. Oh, okay. Well, I'll try to remember that for next time. Okay, so this setup is a little bit different from what I had done before. We need the total rear end, the rear suspension crossmember. Totally need the whole thing. That's really cool. It's probably going to be super cheap. And it's not. So yeah, the one thing that I forgot, there was a story I was going to tell and I didn't even finish it. The one thing my buddy said was, he was like, this is a really cool game. It's really awesome being able to take these cars and modify them and restore them and bring them back to looking really good. But he was like, the prices make no sense. I was like, I totally agree. They really don't. That's why in the first episode I did the pricing just to kind of see how much it was to restore the old fastback that I did. And after that, I was like, no, I'm not doing this. The prices are just so all over the place. They don't make any sense. So, all right. Rear housing knuckle A. We're going to need another one of those. Gotta love it. I do have some rubber bushings left over from a previous job, so we'll have to remember that. I did buy these already just because I always forget about them, so I bought them in advance. And there's so many rubber bushings in the back of this thing that yeah, there's going to be a lot. So, rear sway bar B, and then we're probably going to need some rear sway bar end links, 2 of them. And then we will need just a ton of rubber bushings, because this thing had a ton of them. Trying to do both sides kind of simultaneously here, and seeing what we're going to need, because if we need it for one side, we're probably going to need it for the other. Anything else? Okay, so upper suspension arm, we do have one of those. We have one. Okay, so we're going to need to get... All right, let's try to keep track of this. So we have one small rubber bushing. 2 and... Okay, so 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6 small rubber bushings that we're going to need to buy. This is where things get complicated. I think we're okay with those. Okay, before we just... Oh, 6, 7, 8, because I realized that there's another one. Okay, so let's buy 8 of them. And the other ones are down here. These little small ones. Can't forget about those. Okay, so let's try to put these arms in. We're going to need a lot of arms as well, because it looks like one side got repaired and then the other side did not. So we're just going to kind of go by what we have here. Or let's just put it together as much as we can currently. Rear suspension arm A. Yeah, we're going to need like an arm for the whole, like the whole other side just isn't going to have an arm. We did restore one spring cap. That's nice. We don't have any rear springs or the rear spring caps, which is fine because I don't think you can actually restore those. So we'll pick 2 of those up, pick 2 of these up, and while we're here, we'll go ahead and do the spring cap since I know we're going to need it. On the other side, put that up in there. Okay, so we'll put the rubber bushing right there. I'm just going to double check this side really quick. We're just going to make sure that I'm not worried about this just yet. We'll do the wheel hub in a second. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything over here on this side. Okay, I think we're good. All right, so now let's try to button up this side. So we're going to need a rear suspension arm B, and a rear oh, we do have that. Okay, cool. So we can go ahead and put that in. I think we're going to need the lower one, though. So let's go ahead and just navigate over here and put this small rubber bushing in there, because we're going to need this one. Okay, so rear suspension arm A, rear suspension arm B, and rear suspension arm. Okay, let's just put in arm, because we need a lot of arms. Rear suspension arm A, rear suspension arm B, rear suspension arm. Okay. Other than that, let's just go ahead and put this one in first so we can do the rear spring. Spring cap. Rear spring. Shock absorber cap. We'll do the small arm here. That's the last of the small rubber bushings. Might be perfect. I believe I still have another big rubber bushing left. I do. Okay, let's just double check really quick. Make sure we're not forgetting anything, because this is a very complex system back here. I think we're good. All right, so let's finish up the wheel hubs. We do have wheel hub 3 for both. We do have both rear wheel hubs. I'm going to need to get bearings, because I don't have those. Let's go ahead and pick those up, and we're also going to need brakes. So we'll go ahead and pick up 2 of these, and we'll get 2 brake discs, 4 brake pads, 2 vented, because those will be the front. Then we'll see if we're going to end up actually needing to get any calipers or anything like that. I should have also just went ahead and bought 4 of those wheel hub bearings, because there's 2 up front that we're going to need. Rear drive axle. Yay, we do have both of those. That is good. Brake disc. Brake pad. Now, this is where we see... Okay, so we're going to need 3 calipers and 1 cylinder. All right. Well, let's go ahead and buy those real quick. So, 3 calipers and 1 brake caliper cylinder. We're not going to put the wheel on just yet. We'll wait till we're ready to put her on the ground. I feel like I'm hyping the wheels too much. It's really, they're all right. They're not great. Like, they're okay. They'll do. They'll do for now. I tried to see something cool. I tried to see if there was like a really cool option, and they'll do. They'll do. That's all I'm going to say is they'll do. Hopefully we get like a wheel pack or something in the future. Okay, rear suspension is done. 100% done. That's a pretty complex system back there, I got to be honest. All right, front cross member B is just gone. We're going to need to get one of them. Of course. Why wouldn't we? Front cross member B, and while we're here, because I know we're going to need it, we're going to need the 4 rubber bushings. And then I also believe we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 more for the lower suspension. I believe that's it right now. Because, yeah, we're going to need 1 rubber bushing for each of these corners here. Where's the other one? There it is. Lots of very ghosted parts in here, trying to navigate them. We're also going to need the sway bar and the tie rods and all that stuff. Just go ahead and see what kind we're going to need. So front sway bar and tie rods. We'll go and pick those up. Let's do tie rods just because I know 100% we're going to need these. And the front sway bar. Okay. I'm not going to buy the end links because I'm just not quite sure which end links it's going to need. Whoops. Do I have a steering rack? I do not, so I'm going to need to get a steering rack as well. Great, these are super cheap. Not at all. Spending a good amount of money on this car, and I'm not going to sell it either, so I'm just going to be spending money on this car for the sake of, I don't know, making a cool car. I mean, that's pretty much all I'm doing. Oh, that's a little strange. I just realized that the steering rack goes right through the engine block. Okay. I mean, that's normal. That's, so we're going to need a front steering knuckle A. Just go ahead and buy it now so we can just fix up the other side as quick as possible when we're ready to go over there. So we need that. Lower suspension arm, we're going to need one of those. This is also why I bought the rubber bushings, because this is what those go to. So, lower suspension arm. Lower suspension arm. Okay. Let's do the tie rods. And I already went ahead and I got the front shock absorbers done. So they're ready to get slapped in. Sway bar front end link A is what we're going to need. Which is fine. That's fine. Part of the job. What you do. What you do, you buy sway bar end links and tie rods over and over and over. I wish I could just buy them in bulk. I wish I could just buy 100 of them. Oh, front axle cover, don't have any of them. That's cool. So we're gonna need 2 of those. Let's just see if there's anything else in the suspension that we can do right now. Nope. Should be good. Front wheel hub, we're gonna need 2 of those. Very cool. Front wheel hub. All right. Anything else we're going to need to buy for this thing? Because, my God, the list is getting long of parts. All right. Wheel hubs. Does it have a cap? No, it has a front drive axle H. Needs 2 of them. Of course. Of course. Why wouldn't it? I mean, it would be too convenient for it to just work. Way too convenient. All right, we'll put the brakes on her. Because I know I have these. I'm not going to need to buy any parts. Had to do that earlier. Okay. And this side's done. We'll quickly hop over to the... I was going to say the driver's side, but this is technically the passenger side, right-hand drive. So we're going to put this side together as quick as possible. And then we can go ahead and put the wheels on the car, get it lowered down, and get the motor put in it. And put the transmission in. We can actually have a rolling, moving car. And then we can start focusing on putting the body panels on, put it in paint, and then we'll dyno. And then we will probably end up taking it out on the track, even though driving cars in this game on a keyboard and mouse is not ideal. I mean, people really wanted to see me drive the cars on the track, so I'm definitely going to do that then. Which is fine. It's just, it's not legit by any means. And I think we're done on this side. There we go. All right, let's get it load. Let's get it lowered. Get the crane there, and we'll pull that motor off of here. Go ahead and take off the crane stand. And we will install the motor. Return the equipment. And there she is in the car. Looking good. Looking a little not legit with the front axles not even touching and the steering rack going through. But hey, I'm not going to say anything. I'll put some oil in it real quick. Because this is easy to forget also. Just like those little clips. If you don't put oil in the car, you will not be going anywhere. Or you will, not for very long. Actually, the game won't let you. Kind of wish it did. It would be cool if they just let you do it. And they just like, it was like, you deal with it. You deal with the aftermath then. Okay. Just going to double check up top, see if there's anything else we need to button up here. We need to be able to put that on from down there, so we're good. Go and raise her back up. I don't know what color I'm going to do yet. I'm going to see if I can put any liveries on it, but I'm definitely getting rid of the tan. The tan is just not good. Front exhaust section I6. Okay, let's just check the tune shop real quick. I don't know if they're going to have it, but it would be great if they did. Hey, they do have it. Very nice. Very cool. We are going to be able to put a performance part in there, and then we're going to need to get those from the engine bay. So let's just go ahead and buy all the parts we need. Flywheel, clutch, pressure plate, and the clutch. And then before I do that, I also know we're going to need the clutch release bearing. And then this is the new shop, the custom gearbox shop. So you can buy custom gearboxes that are better in performance, I guess. I would think so. I'm not going to buy a gearbox because I'm honestly not sure which one this car is going to need. So we're just not going to do that right now. Get the modified one. There we go. All the modified parts we can. Try to make this thing as fast and ridiculous as possible. So that way when I try to take it out on the track, so I need a gearbox i4 rear wheel drive. Okay, gearbox i4 RWD, $1,350. Go ahead and slap that in there. I don't know. So it says that, and then it says 5. I don't know. I'm not really sure what the difference is gonna do. Is it gonna give me an extra gear? 5 gears? That seems not right. Starter can only be accessed from the engine bay. And do we have a drive shaft? We do. All right, so once we do this, I believe we'll be pretty much done underneath. I'm going to finish the exhaust, then we'll lower it down. Do we actually... Can we finish the exhaust? I don't think we can. There's nothing to fit. Okay. It just dumps out really, really low to the ground. Okay. All right. Seems legit. It should be fine. I mean, we'll figure it out. We'll see if it's going to be fine in a minute. Exhaust manifold I6. Let's go ahead and just double check that the tune shop doesn't have that. Manifold. It does. We need 2 of them. Then we need to get ourselves a starter as well, which... Did I have checked the shop? The tune shop? I doubt. Like, a performance starter? Yeah, I know exactly. Just what doesn't make sense. Okay. Let's go ahead and button these up. Then we'll get the starter on it. And then from there, we're done mechanically. Like, there is nothing else to be put on this car besides the wheels. Yeah. I think that's it. Let's slap the wheels on real quick. You guys will finally be able to see the wheels, and I do feel like I overhyped them because they are just the stock wheels that were on the car. They are definitely just the stock wheels that are on the car. But imagine if these were black. Wouldn't these look good in black? They would look really good in black. I don't know. Hopefully one day they'll allow us to paint wheels. That would be very nice. But in the meantime, these were honestly the best looking wheels that would fit this car. Nothing else really just seemed like they would work. So, okay, let's just give it a quick overview and just see if we're missing anything. Look at this, all green, looks so good. Let's just see if there's anything that sticks out at us. Doesn't appear to be. All right. Go ahead and move it over to the entrance, and we will start working on putting the body panels on it. Look at it now. It's getting there. It is getting there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to look at the body panels, and we will start working on getting this thing a body. We'll take it over to the paint shop, and we'll see what we can do. All right, so there is a lot of options for this car. Like, a lot. An absolute ton. What am I doing? There we go, assemble mode. There's a ton of options. So I bought what I had already. Oh, I didn't need to buy the door. We already had one. I bought what I knew we needed and what I wanted. There's so many options that I didn't buy certain things just because I knew that we were, that I was going to end up swapping some things out. So hopefully you'll know what I mean by in a minute here. Let's pull this off. I don't know if we're going to need that. Is there one on the other side? No, there isn't. Okay. So, yeah, there's so many options of things that you could do to this car. I didn't need to buy the trunk either. So we can do, oh, trunk window. We don't have one of those. Okay, so that's the spoiler. All right, so we're going to put the tail lights in. Didn't need to buy all of those tail lights either. Let's put the fenders on. So I didn't go crazy. I didn't go, they have, I'll show you guys in a minute. They have a ton of like different customization options and all that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, what? What is this? No, behind the front bumper, there is the option, oh, engine cover, which we don't have. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and put the headlights in real quick. And we'll try to put in everything else that we have. The front window, just the stock one, nothing crazy. And we will do the hood. So I went just kind of stock. Like I didn't go crazy with some of the modifications that they can allow you to do to this car because things get crazy very quickly. So I'm trying to keep it somewhat together. But let me just show you. These are all the options of everything that you can do. There is a ton of different hoods, fenders, lights, tail lights, mirrors, bumpers, exhausts, all types of stuff. It's just insane. So I'm trying to kind of see what everything does, and we'll go from there. I think I'm just going to buy the standard wing. What else do we need? We need the fenders too, so we have the right and then the left. I believe I have the left. I think I need the right, and I don't think I'm going to do anything crazy. I'm probably just going to buy the stock. We also need an engine cover. I do know that. I'm not going to worry about that just yet. Okay, so which engine cover do we want? These, it's hard to tell the difference between the two. You know what? We're just going to buy them both. We're just going to buy them both. I guess I'll buy the gear stick that isn't obnoxious because those two, no. I'm sorry, no. Just no. Just never. All right, so let's see what that one looks like. That looks sick as fuck. That's pretty damn cool. Look at that. Holy shit. Okay. Let's see what the other one looks like. So there's that one, and there's this one. Okay. That looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie. I really don't know which one I'm gonna go with here. Let's put the front bumper on, because I think... Yeah, okay, the intercooler is part of the engine cover. I was concerned that there was an intercooler thing in there, and wasn't really sure which one I wanted to go with. You know... I like that one. I like that. I think that's good. Front right fender, we're just going to do the standard. Nothing crazy. We'll do assemble mode, front left fender, which is damaged. So let's actually just pull that off because can we repair that? Is that a piece we can actually repair? No, we can't. Okay, so I need to buy that still. I'm going to open the door because we need to put the quote-unquote right rear window. And then we need the front end, which we don't have. Let's put this on. There we go. It's looking good. All right, so we need a rear left fender, quote-unquote rear left fender, which is right here. And then we need a, what do they call it? Front end. Front end. Which front end do we... You know what? I think I'm going to put a roll bar in it. I'm gonna put a roll bar in it. Let's do the front end. Bam. Oh shit, that's not right. Hold on. Just oh yeah, okay. No, we're gonna take that out. That's clearly not working properly. That's fine. We'll go ahead and let's get ourselves, not really sure what the difference between these seats are. Let's just get this one. I don't really know. I think this is more the standard style. There we go. All right. That's fine with me. That's cool. Okay, so let's keep it. So we need a piece here. Left. What is that? Rear left door window. Okay. Window, door, rear, left. Okay, so I'm assuming it's one of these. It's an exhaust of some sort. There's also this one down here. That one. Okay, well, let's purchase that. Because I think... How does that look? That looks good. Kind of wish it was a single, but maybe we could swap it. It's looking good so far. Let's just close the hood up. We're going to move it back over to the lift. Oops. Let's move it back over to the lift real quick so we can get it up on the lift. Because I feel like there's some pieces that are down below that I'm just not seeing. That we can still modify. We're going to need to get some plates for this car as well. Yeah, let's go ahead and raise it up a little bit further. Doesn't look like there's anything that's like sticking out at me, but as you can see, the exhaust just is not complete. So I'm wondering if I pull this off and then I do like maybe this one? I wonder what this one will do. Not really sure. Let's go ahead and see if we can do it. There we go. Okay. It's not ideal. Not really lined up at all. So this one? I really don't know. I'm kind of just guessing here. I think you kind of just have to guess. Let's just see what that looks like. Oh, that's not right. Okay, well, you know what? You know what we're going to do? We're just going to put the stock one back on. We're just going to do that one. That one fits, it works, it looks good. We're just going to keep it in add mode and just make sure that there's nothing else. Go ahead and lower it back down real quick. Let's just make sure there's nothing else on the car that we're missing that we could have installed. What is that? Does that say stance? Is that a sticker in the window that says stance? That's terrible. Okay. Well, honestly, I think it's done. I think it's done. I don't think there's anything else that we can put on this car except, let me just double check through this. I think for the most part, we got every piece that is in here installed. So we should be good. So, go ahead and go to the plate shop. Let's find ourselves the Florida plates. We're going to do 2. And we're going to do R34, of course. Why wouldn't you? Why would you not? There we go. I got to be honest, I really like the Florida plate. Like, it's a nice looking plate. It's much more stylish than the California plates, which are just nothing. Yeah, look at that. All right, let's move her into the paint shop. And, we will, see what we can do paint-wise for this thing. Let's see if we can do any sort of liveries. No. Okay, so we're going to have to shoot a full color here. We can't do any sort of liveries. There we go, that's a good view. Now, the real question is, what are we going for? What color do we want to go for? You know, blue is like a very iconic Skyline color. I think blue would be very nice. Maybe less purple, more blue. Okay, let's maybe fuck with the brightness, bring it down a little. Okay. It gets very purple very quick. There's not a lot of blue. Right. Oh, right. Right there. Saturation. No, we want to keep that up. We want it to be a very vibrant blue. That's starting to get purple if we turn that up. Maybe go a little bit touch this way. Let's do like 225. And then bring this down just a touch. Down to like 70. We're going to keep the saturation up. We'll keep it metallic. Chameleon. No, that's just going to be purple. Not pearl. We're not doing matte. Let's just do metallic. All right, let's paint it. Let's get it out of the paint shop. See what this thing actually looks like. Get it at the garage entrance. Oh, that is a nice color. I like that a lot. Look at this thing. That looks really good. I really wish the wheels were black, and also maybe could have gone with a different offset and size, but for the most part, like, I really like the way that looks. That looks really good. Go ahead and pop the hood. You can see the engine, or the engine cover. Look how good that looks. Completely covers all the work that you did restoring the car. Take a seat. Oh man, the interior looks really nice. It's very nice. Awesome. Very, very cool. All right, let's go ahead and get it over to the dyno, and let's see what kind of numbers we can pull in on this thing. All right, let's go ahead and start up the dyno here, and let's see. So stock horsepower is 179. That doesn't seem right at all. We're gonna run the dyno and let's see what kind of numbers we can get out of it now after doing all those modified parts in it, and we'll see what kind of power numbers we can get. 179 I don't think is going to be too hard to beat. That fall off though. 300 horsepower. That's somehow less than the Crown Vic had. But we got a 67% increase in horsepower, which is pretty good. That's a little bit less than I thought, to be 100% honest. I mean, it's good. It's something. it's a number. That's for sure. But let's go ahead and take it out to the track. And so the one thing is, yeah, the speed track I really want to do, but I don't have that. We can go to the racetrack or the test track. Go to the racetrack. The test track is just nonsense. Okay, yeah. Let's go to the test track. Taking the R34. And let's see what kind of times we can get around this track on a mouse and keyboard, because that's always great. All right, accelerate to start. Let's see the launch. Oh my god, okay, it has quite a bit. Oh my god, it chirps it and going into second. Chirps it going into third. Okay, 300 horsepower and it's quick and it's squirrely. And it's squirrely. Real squirrely. It actually feels really good handling wise. It's just, it's got a lot of power to it. Brakes are good. Oh god. Okay. It's quick. It's really quick. I don't know like how quick because it's in kilometers, but you know, it feels quick. I know about 100 kilometers an hour is about 60, so about 150. There we go. I think we hit about 100 miles an hour there. It's actually really nice. Like, it handles very nicely. It's not bad. It's really not bad. Like, I thought with 300 horsepower, I was like, it's gonna be slower than the Crown Vic, which just wouldn't make sense. But I think that number is just, I don't know. I think it's just, it doesn't make sense. What kind of speeds are we gonna hit on the front stretch here? See if we can hit 200 kilometers an hour. Oh, we're gonna do it. 200 kilometers. Holy shit, this thing is fast. Oh, drifted in. Drifted in. Go around. Get out of the grass. Go, 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 go. Let's change camera views here. This isn't the greatest camera view. Oh, those tail lights. Oh god, hit the wall. Oh, there we go. This is the camera view I wanted. I don't know why it always shows you the front of the car, but this is the one that you can actually move the mouse and look around. The color is really good. I really, really like the color. Very nice. I was either gonna go blue or silver, but just after I nailed the blue, I wasn't sure if I was gonna get it, and if I wasn't gonna get it, I was gonna repaint it silver, and the blue worked out really well. This car looks very good. God, those taillights, just the most iconic taillights. People that don't even know cars know R34 taillights. Like, they're just the most iconic taillights. We're not gonna get it under a minute on the lap. I bet I could if I didn't hit the wall. Let's do one more lap and see if we can do under a minute, because I feel like I can shave off, how many, 6 seconds? All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Ooh, Tokyo drift. Literally. Nope, stay out of the grass. Go, go, go. All right, cut the corner. There we go. Okay. We're doing much better this lap. Get them tires squealing, cutting the corners a little bit here, it's fine. Oh, that was a really good corner there. Get the speed through the chicane. Chicane. There we go. Get out of the grass. That grass is like freaking cement. This really slows you down. I don't think we're going to get a minute. I really don't. Even though this was probably the best lap I've ever turned. Oh, wait a sec. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if it has the speed. Does it have the speed? Come on. It doesn't have the speed. No, we're not going to do it. Well, we turned a better lap. How did we only shave 2 seconds? I don't know. Let's stop this car and take a look at it. Oh, it looks so good. Looks really good. It's a really good mod. Like, the customization options are crazy. The exhaust practically hitting the floor is a little bit strange. That's one thing I've noticed with modified cars. Like, not just modified as in, like, you know, modified from stock. I mean, like, modded cars in this game. The exhausts are always kind of really strange. I've noticed that with the Vic and this car, and I'm hoping that the Focus and the Miata don't have the issue, but that's a little strange. Luckily, it's not as bad as the Vic. If you look at it from here, it looks totally normal. If you look at it from all angles except, you know, if you get real low, it looks fine. Looks really good. I'm very happy with that. Return to the garage. All right, well, we are done with the R34. It turned out really, really well. Very pleased how it turned out. Looks so good. So in the next episode, I'll leave it up to you guys. What would you like to see? Would you like to see the NA Miata restored or the Ford Focus RS restored? Personally, I would like to do the Ford Focus, but I don't know. If people have any interest in Miatas, definitely let me know. And I'll probably end up doing a poll on Twitter or something like that and seeing if anybody, you know, what it kind of comes out to. But these two cars I'm both very interested in doing. I just want to do this car just because, I mean, come on, it's a Focus RS. I mean, why the hell not? So definitely let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys enjoying the series and giving it as much love as you have. It means a lot to me. And if you would like this series to continue, remember to hit the like button. It really does help me out. It's the easiest way to let me know you want to see more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.